Primetime.
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 Primetime. That's the name.
Primetime.
Primetime.
What time is it? Showtime Primetime.
It's XL Primetime, featuring Joe C.
And then he couldn't fire his glutes later.
Matt Hayes.
His balls are different in person.
And Leon Searcy.
So they were smelling themselves.
Oh, my gosh.
With no deal.
How you like me now? How you like me now?
The day before the Super Bowl, things get ramped up, that's for sure. Big Surse knows he played in it. We're going to talk to him about that, and then the guy who coached in it, Coach Campo. Matter of fact, coached in 3 of them as he hoists those Lombardis and flashes those rings. Big Surse might have just flashed something else, gave me the finger just a second ago when I brought that up.
In my head.
You did do that. But it is Super Bowl. Look, we lean on you, man. You're a highly accomplished player in your era, and you were there. So it wasn't your fault that you did not.
No, it wasn't my fault. But I didn't
Lombardi.
help. You know what? I'll be honest with you. It was probably the first time in my whole career where a game I was starstruck.
Mm-hmm.
It was.
Yeah.
Really?
And I played in
believe
championship games and everything.
I
played in some big games, but the Super Bowl, the Super Bowl is something I wanted to play in since I was like a little kid in front of the TV.
Mm-hmm.
And then I just realized, I said, man, I'm in the Super Bowl. And it took me a while to gather myself. The whole team, that's the reason why we started slow. But before we knew it, Cowboys were 13-0 on us. So you've got to start fast in Super Bowls. Can't get behind.
Yeah, it is true. It is true. All right, so we're going to talk Super Bowl, a bunch of it today. All the angles, we will attack them. Super Bowl prop bets, which we will throw out. Opportunities for you guys to get in on that. It's always fun. At least I have a bunch of fun. I got to set up the Pops prop shop for the family and the neighbors as we go along. Tomorrow I'll send out my little Pops props sheet and get them fully engaged and gamble. And we play for whoever, like you get a trophy. And then whoever loses has got to bring, like, you always take care of us on lunch bets or whatever. Actually, I should say Matt takes care of us on lunch bets. You just take care of us on lunch.
I lost a couple, right, in the last month.
You took on a little water.
Right. I'm typically
You're due to
on the
win.
other side of that.
You are. You're right.
Maybe
You're
we
right.
should make some today.
Well, we normally, like, we will do our prop
I do
bets
believe
with
that
the
JJ
lunch.
brought in a grandma's pizza from Tony D's.
Yeah, he
How
did.
long ago? 3 months ago? To pay off a bad mine?
Oh, more than that. I haven't been wrong in at least 6
Don't
months.
give me that. Don't do that. Come on.
All right, so we will do our prop sheet, okay? 10 props, okay? Lunch bet,
All right.
Love it.
right?
Let's do it. Yeah.
All right.
And Coach Campo, he kind of got railroaded into doing this last year.
He did.
He was fully against it. So we may not have to include him on this one.
And he lost, right?
Since he isn't down. I believe he did.
Yes,
I believe he
know
did.
Yeah.
Which he came in with Grandma's Pizza that time. So anyway, we will have a little fun with that, but we'll get you guys going a little bit later on.
Speaking of pizza,
Yeah.
I need to hear y'all's menus.
Okay, so Big Surse is
This
already
is
gone.
my most, because the game is lacking a little bit of juice for me.
Yeah.
But I am like, I cannot stop thinking about what we're going to eat this weekend.
Okay, so at the very least, what we
I'm a fat boy. I'm a little fat
yeah,
boy.
yeah, no, you're not though. The basic menu items will be a couple of different dips: the buffalo chicken dip, the artichoke dip, and then they will work in either like some white hummus or white bean. Or whatever.
Nice.
So those are kind of cool, right? And then you got the armadillo eggs, which is the jalapenos that
Yeah.
are
Oh, we did hear about
We're doing
yeah,
those.
which
We're
are
definitely
great.
doing those.
Okay, then chicken wings, and then Big Vic is
Never had it?
driven all the way to Louisiana. And
You've never had
You've
never
never
had it. A jalapeno.
No, I haven't.
It's like a jalapeno popper.
popper is what it is.
Oh, it's a popper. Okay.
Yeah,
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 it's a jalapeno. It's
Come on, man.
Well, you don't have to. You don't have to. Come on, man.
yeah.
You don't have to like.
It's a
you don't have to actually
delicacy.
scrape it out. You can leave if you want it really hot. Leave the
Seeds and
Seeds
whatnot
in there.
stuff
Oh,
in
okay.
there.
All right. Okay.
But you put a little cream cheese in it.
Yeah.
You put some seasoning in the cream cheese if you want.
Yeah.
Wrap it up with bacon.
Okay.
Put a little more seasoning on top of the bacon. Maybe even like a little, honey if you want to.
Oh,
Stick
But
that thing
he'll-
on a smoker.
Yeah, he'll
Bro,
smoke them. So they will sit in the smoker for quite some time. So that's
You're talking dirty to me, and I kind of like
Thank
it.
you, Hacker.
I guess that may be where they get a little of the armadillo egg nickname to them.
it's not actually an armadillo egg.
No.
because the honey crisps up the bacon, Leon.
Oh my gosh!
Oh,
And
okay.
So
All
you
right.
so we see that's the one problem with the
Wow.
smoker. if you put a little honey on it, it makes it very crisp.
I'm just going to tell anybody who decides they want to take jalapeno poppers to their Super Bowl party, make sure the bacon is crispy. Okay.
Yeah,
that's
it
right.
cannot
There's
be
nothing
Public
flaccid.
service announcement. from
Cannot be
Joe.
flaccid.
There is
no.
nothing worse than limp bacon.
Nope.
Okay. Actually,
That
there
is
is.
true.
There is, but it's close.
Only one other thing.
It's close. Okay. And so make sure your bacon is crispy. Okay. You hold it out. Like if you hold it right on the edge,
Yeah.
it's not falling. Okay.
There you go.
Cannot fall. You kidding me?
Exactly. ET may give you the same kind of message with something else, but I'm just telling you, you better make sure your bacon's crispy. Okay. So anyway,
That's just a tragic error, by the
so
way.
Big Vic has got some of the Louisiana sausage along with the boudin, which is, and that also, I believe, Maddie, is a grillable item.
Oh yeah.
Boudin, you can boil it.
Now, to us non-value
do anything
people,
with it.
What exactly is
It's
that?
a casing with a rice, sausage, and spice mixture dish that goes in
Nice.
that casing, and then they'll package it up. I tell you,
You know who's eating some boudin in
how
his
do you-
life?
How do you eat it?
Edo's eating some boudin in his life. I can tell you that.
Like
right
you
now.
eat it like jambalaya type?
well,
no, it's
you
you
could.
can you can cut the casing and
For
eat it.
me, I cut it. Okay, because I want it to be scarred up and maybe even a little burnt. You guys know how I am when it comes to burnt stuff. Just because it's burnt doesn't mean it's bad. That's my cookbook.
right.
But I like it where I can put a fork to it once you break the
Right.
casing, where you can put a fork to it and it doesn't just.
You got to
completely-
cook it a little more. A lot of people
Yeah.
don't like it cooked
So
more
they're like
because
little balls.
right,
Yeah,
but a
it
lot
could
of
be
people like it where it's like
casing,
soft in the middle,
Yeah,
and I don't like that either.
casing like a
gotta be a
sausage
little
link
crispy.
or a ball.
Yeah.
Okay.
That sounds phenomenal.
Now
it's
here,
good.
I'm going to take a picture of this though, because Big Vic brought him back from Louisiana, from New Iberia. Anyway, you open up our freezer because he brought him back, and I threw him in the freezer, and it looks like a pack of intestines. It scares you just a little bit. It looks like brain guts or intestines or something
You
like
never
that.
want to see how the sausage is made.
No, you don't. You don't. But once you break them out and get them on the grill, or you can sear them, however you do it, it's good stuff. So, all right. So
We got the veal, beef, and pork meatball happening
See,
at
that's-
the La Selva house.
So you guys
with
love
red
doing
sauce.
that stuff.
That's
Yeah,
good.
you love doing that
Oh,
stuff.
yeah.
That's phenomenal. Actually.
Yeah.
What's the bread of choice? I know you got to have bread somewhere.
What do you mean?
With the meatballs, garlic, no bread, just meat.
I mean, I'm sure the bread, just bread from Italian bread from
Yeah,
I
Publix.
do
Oh,
like the
okay.
toasted garlic bread.
Yeah,
going
that's
with
Dude,
it.
what-
I'm
yeah,
telling you,
totally.
Publix
Yes.
has some of the best Italian bread ever.
Yeah,
Mm.
it's good.
It, like they kill it there. But yeah, Blake is going to be slaving away on Sunday, so making my
While you're doing
meatballs.
what? What are you gonna be doing?
Not-
Me and Dylan Denmark, by the way, will be enjoying ourselves on my couch. Good friend, remember him?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Friend
Never
the
heard of
station.
him.
Yep.
Never heard of him.
I'll be hopefully drinking by I get home from church around 11:30, so right around then.
Nothing
Go
like
off.
comboing that in a sentence.
Yeah,
okay?
exactly.
All right. So, how about if you guys give us some of your Super Bowl entrees, okay? Your Super Bowl apps, your superlatives when it comes to all the good grub that you're going to have. You can hit the text line designed by Lifetime Enclosures, 641-1010. Might be just next level stuff when you decide to do it for the Super Bowl. So let us know. We would love to hear from you. I'm already in a handful of Square games, and I'm looking forward to a couple more. You better believe it. That prop window will be open in just a matter of moments, and we will give you guys a chance to get in our prop bets
I
with
love
our
that
beer
sound,
boys.
by the way.
And shout out to Taylor
love
Doll
that
for
sound.
Yeah.
Taylor Doll always puts on the little contest at the station.
Yeah, she
Yeah.
makes sure.
Didn't Matt win last year?
No, I've never won that.
Oh, you have?
No.
I've never won the squares. No.
And it's just playing for matchsticks inside the old 1010 XL.
Yeah, like
offices.
You know what's funny is
Hundreds
I
of
love
thousands of them.
I love that sound, but like at day like 2.5 in Vegas, you're like, my God.
yeah. Oh,
It's
yeah.
like all you hear there, man.
You do hear it a
Everywhere you
lot.
walk.
And the problem is you hear it far away. And if you are a slot machine player and you go to play that because you think, wow, everyone's winning, it never makes that sound when you're there.
Yeah, that's
You ever
facts.
notice that?
That is facts.
It does
That-
not
it-
happen
it does not.
when
It
you are
does not.
actually slinging the slots. But now I haven't played, like I've been in the casino and all that kind of stuff. But now, like you're barely even pushing a button anymore. There's no, they used to
You're
call them
certainly
the
not
one-arm,
pulling a lever.
yeah, the one-arm bandits.
No, you're just literally pushing.
Yeah, and hardly anything now. And so credit cards, you swipe it. You don't get to put your quarters in or anything like that.
That's never been my game of choice.
Me neither.
No, I'm not looking down on it. I have a friend who you would never suspect.
Yeah,
He loves, like when we go to the casino, that's all he does is slots. He
And-
swears by it.
yeah, and
racks up thousands of dollars.
People win with it, which just kind of blows my mind. I lose in roulette and blackjack.
It's not fun enough.
And craps. Yeah, I love craps. At least I love
and
watching.
I need to have a dealer to be angry at.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you got to be able to stare them down.
Wait. You kind of skated past that. What does that mean?
You got to go look to the guy next to you and go, he's killing me. Man.
For every other game, there's a dealer. Even if it's like just the guy at roulette just puts the ball in. Like
you hate the roulette.
If things aren't going right, it's because he's not putting that ball in right.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It's not because I'm picking the wrong numbers.
Gotcha.
Right. And if you're playing blackjack,
they're the worst.
There's a guy called third base. And he's basically, if you just picture third base, hot corner, ball comes your way, you better make a stop, make the throw, make the out. Well, third base in blackjack is not supposed to take a big card if it looks like the big card could go to the dealer and the dealer would bust. And so the rest of the table is looking like I would be third base right now. Ozzy's in here. He would be the dealer. You would start off the deal going from left to right the way we're sitting. And you'd be looking at me like, if you take a card that will help bust that dealer for yourself, instead of for this table,
gotcha.
You will get some depth.
It's like it's an individual game, but it's teamwork.
It's serious. I understand. Yeah,
you understand.
So you don't want to sit with a guy that's playing terrible.
That's going, I don't know, man. I was just taking a shot.
You do understand how they built those cathedrals.
I've been reminded.
In Vegas.
The
house wins.
Yeah. One of the toughest lessons.
You got to stop playing. I'm already getting annoyed by it.
Yeah. KC would look at me and my brother, and we were just teenage, dead broke dummies, and he'd walk outside. Look up, son. They didn't just build this thing by handing money over to you every single time you came here.
That part.
So it's a tough lesson. All right. In honor of do it one more time for Matt, let's just go ahead and open up the prop bet window just to get us started today.
The thing is when the first day you get there, you hear that, you got a little juice in you.
The best.
You know what I mean? Yes.
Getting off the plane.
Yes. Yeah. And then day 2, you're like, I got to get out of here.
Yeah. You could now. It usually takes me day 3 before I finally say I got to get the H out of here. Because
I'm down to day 2 already, man.
Yeah. All right, 641-1010. If you guys want to get in on our prop bet contest, we got beer prizes, and we'll have a little fun with it. And all you got to do is basically run the table, get all 3 correct to get in the drawing for some prizes. So 641-1010. We'll try and get 1 or 2 of you guys. JJ will, at the very least, take your prop bets, and we might throw 1 or 2 of you on the air as well. 641-1010, a Florida home AC Friday as we get it cranking. Liam Cohen denied Coach of the Year honors. Trevor, a finalist for the MVP, but it ended up going to somebody else out west. We'll get into all that coming up on XL Primetime.
XL Primetime.
Driven by Duval Ford.
Hi, I'm Harry Carson.
Hi, this is Coach Mark Rick.
On 1010 XL 92.5 FM.
It's Cancer Prevention Month, and Ackerman Urology reminds you to stay ahead of prostate, bladder, and kidney health. Get a yearly checkup, ask about a screening, and make self-checks a habit. To make an appointment at one of 4 locations, visit AckermanUrology.com.
Hey, Jacksonville, I'm sure by now you've seen our bright green GFL trucks and containers throughout the greater Jacksonville area. We are an industry leader in solid waste and would love the opportunity to earn your business. We are committed to customer service, reliability, and have unwavering focus on safety. Whether commercial or construction, let us haul your waste away. Call 904-760-5880 to get a quote today. GFL, green for life.
Make more birdies with pointers from the pros on Brunch with the Tour with Dan Hicken and Jeff Prosser.
Tour news, tips, and inside info.
Teed up by Clearwater Irrigation. Tuesday morning at 8:30 on 1010XL.
Rick Ballou for Coy Dental. That's right, Carlson Dental is now Coy Dental. Dr. Lee has been practicing there for 9 years, has purchased the company. The Coy Dental team still has the same great dentists and staff. And remember, if you get nervous visiting a dentist, don't. There's never a problem at Coy Dental. With light sedation for cleaning, then deep sedation for all your restorative needs. Coy Dental, located in Bartram Park.
Budweiser reminds us to drink wiser, like hydrating between beers. It keeps the fun going longer, and it's a commitment to responsibility. Remember, good times are ahead, so no need to overdo it. Know when to say when, and always designate a driver.
Need or want cash?
Beach's Jewelry and Pawn has cash available, ready to buy guitars, surfboards, jewelry, firearms, tools, and especially gold. They need it all, selling or pawning. Get cash on the spot at Beach's Jewelry and Pawn in Jacksonville Beach.
Valentine's Day is coming soon, so go ahead and pre-order your floral arrangements now from Kuhn Flowers. High Flying Jacko here, and for over 75 years, Kuhn Flowers has made Valentine's Day for that special person in your life. KuhnFlowers.com.
Hey folks, Rick Ballou here from the Blue Crab Crab House. February means the Mardi Gras menu returns to the Blue Crab Crab House. Gumbo, shrimp Orleans, black and redfish, appetizers, dessert, and more. This includes, of course, their regular menu where you get crabs from the Alaskan waters, the Canadian waters, the Southern Georgia waters. It's only at the Blue Crab Crab House. Doors open at 4:30, San Jose, and of course, Jewington Creek Road.
There's no doubt that we were in good hands when our son's shoulder and hip issues were diagnosed quickly by Southeast Orthopedic Specialists. No matter what your orthopedic issue is, let Southeast Orthopedic Specialists take a look. You'll be glad you did.
David Garrard here. I've had the PRP treatment from Southeast Orthopedic Specialists, and my knees are really doing well. Platelet-rich plasma treatment may be the answer for whatever is hurting you.
Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
Low mortgage rates are back. Listen, Loan Pronto has fixed rate mortgages with APRs as low as 4.89%. It's the lowest in years. Hey, gang, Prosser here. Smart homeowners are taking advantage of this while they can. If you got stuck in a 6% loan, you can lower your payment big time, or you can keep your primary mortgage intact, get cash out. Equity with Loan Pronto's rapid equity loans. One homeowner just got $250,000 out of their home. They paid off all their credit cards, some car loans, and cut their monthly expense by $2,000. Call now. See what option works best for you, but don't miss this big rate drop of 2026. Ask about new home loans, VA loans, full cash out refis, or their famous rapid equity loan. You can close in less than 2 weeks. You may be able to skip your next 2 house payments altogether. Call 904-999-1508 or visit loanpronto.com. No hard credit pull. 904-999-1508. Equal housing lender, NMLS 1661781. APR for well-qualified buyers.
Visit NMLSConsumerAccess.org.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Still present, ready. Farah doesn't flinch. We know what cool sounds like. XL Primetime. But what does it feel like? Find out at FloridaHomeAC.com. 1010XL.
So our dude Justin from Wingstop comes rolling in with the hottest chicken sandwich you've ever seen. He sprinkled like 4 or 5 pickles on it, but it's not gonna escape the heat. But Justin, thank you, bro, for bringing in some delicious food from Wingstop. Big Sirs, of course, made this all happen.
Yeah, and out of the blue, I don't know how I was able to do it, but it was a couple of packages of chicken sandwiches.
Yeah.
And I just dipped my hand in there and I grabbed the lemon pepper right off the bat.
Magical. Like
my favorite. Lemon
magically
pepper.
went to it.
Yeah,
magic. All right.
Funny how that happens.
Speaking of magic, we'll tell you all about Wingstop, what you guys can do as far as getting ready for the big game, including the promo code. I think the promo code is big game.
Yeah, big game promo code.
We'll do all that coming up. But right now, let's get some prop bets, and then let's get ready for our head coach, Dave Campo, coming up in just a bit. We got Ryan and Kenneth that we want to get on and get in the prop bet contest. We got Ryan first. Ryan, how you doing, bro?
Doing fantastic. How about you?
We're doing great, man. Who do you like first and foremost in this game?
It's going to be talk, but it's got to be Seattle.
Okay. All right. I think most people lean in that direction. 4.5 points is the tough part. All right, so I'm going to give you 3 prop bets, see if you can run the table on these bad boys, and then you go in the drawing for some of our beer prizes. You good?
Yes, sir.
All right, so Ryan, first question for you. Will there be a score in every quarter? That seems simple, but sometimes it ain't easy. Yes or no?
No.
No, he says. Okay. All right, will either team lead by more than 2 scores at any point in the game?
Yes.
Okay, yeah. So that goes to your Seattle pick. All right, last one for you, bro. I'm going to give you total combined sacks in the game. Will it be over or under 3.5?
Over.
Okay, and I feel like that's another good bet. All right, listen, you are in there, my man. Enjoy Super Bowl Sunday. We appreciate it, and we'll see if you get in the drawing.
Sounds good. Y'all take care.
All right, man. Thank you, Ryan. Let's get to Kenneth real quick before we say hello
Does
to
that
our
seem like a low amount of sacks?
3.5
to
is
you?
low. And so when he said yes, I'm like,
Might have to jump on that.
I have learned, and by the way, you have to shop like Hard Rock Bet. These things are constantly changing. But when it was 3.5, I'm like, I'm probably gonna have to go for that bad boy. Let's get Kenneth up next. Kenneth, how you doing, man?
I'm doing fantastic. How about you guys?
We're doing great. Who do you like in the game?
I'm a diehard Patriot fan.
Oh yeah. So you're taking that.
23-17 defensive score wins the Super Bowl.
Okay. All right. I like that. I got some numbers to back up some of the stuff as far as what you like. Both teams are playing really good defense. So we definitely have a lot to look at with that. All right. How about the same number, 3.5? But I'm going to ask you, Kenneth, Cooper Kupp over or under 3.5 receptions?
Oh, over.
Okay, over. And he doesn't get a ton of volume, but he definitely will likely get some in this game, you would have to expect. All right, how about this one? Total passing attempts in the game. Will it be over or under 63.5?
Under.
All right, under 63.5. And then the last one for you, I'm making sure I have this right. Total number of players to throw a pass. Over, under 2.5.
Under.
Under. All right, bro, you are in. Thanks, man. Good luck.
All right, thanks, guys.
All right, let's see if these guys can run the table and get in the drawing for some of our beer prizes right now. Speaking of a prize, it's our head coach.
Here's another call on the 1010XL hotline, driven by Key Buick GMC, home of the lifetime powertrain warranty.
Coach Campo, I'm going to hand the floor over to Big Surst after what you did to him earlier this week. Leon, set it up and explain to him what happened.
Oh, Coach, you know I love you, right? But you kneecapped me. You remember what you did on Facebook, Coach? Last week. You're laughing, Coach. You broke my heart. You broke my heart, Coach. What happened was I was on Facebook. I'm just scrolling through the pages, and I just happened to stop on Coach Campo, and Coach Campo is commemorating the Super Bowl 30. This is the 30th anniversary of Super Bowl 30, where Coach Campo and Dallas Cowboys beat Pittsburgh Steelers. And I posted it on my page, and then I had a troll of former Steelers come on my page and say, "Sir, why did you?" I said, "I didn't do this. Coach Campo, he started the whole thing. He kneecapped me today, so I just wanted to share it with you." But there you go, Coach. Love you.
Leon, I love you. Leon, I love you, man. I love you, man. I have to admit, I didn't think about you when I put it on Facebook. Hey guys, let me just say this. You know, I like to start things off when we have our conversation.
Yes.
Keep me out of the prop bets. I'm only a champion of the big picture.
You ain't champion yet. You still got to win here.
That's right.
Which, yeah, you guys should make the pick right now.
Yeah, you got to make the pick now, and then you got to do the point total too.
They're tied, right?
No,
Yep.
Coach is
Coach has a
up
one-game lead.
Coach is a one-game lead.
Coach, 4.5 is the number.
Yeah, I like it. I'm going Seattle 27-17, 24-17.
All right, what's your total points in the game?
He just said.
Okay, right.
Okay.
44. But he could do different if he wanted to.
Okay, so I got to be strategic about this because I've got to go Patriots now.
Right.
I've got to go Patriots 24-20.
Okay, 44 is your point total. Coach is also, did he go 41? He went 24-17, right,
yeah.
Coach?
4-17.
Okay, 41 for him. You're picking
44.
the Hawks. Big Surse is picking the Pats.
Mm-hmm.
And then the tiebreaker will settle it if Big Surse wins and you guys end up tied. All right.
Yeah.
There it is.
It all comes down to one game.
That's it.
It really is unbelievable. That's a good contest between you two. Meanwhile, the Dow, the dead-ass last sweepstakes will come up a little bit later on with the rest of us. All right, Coach.
Which I would argue is even more important.
Who is currently in DAL, by the way?
I'll tell you next segment.
Okay.
I'll have it figured out.
So, Coach, set it up for us just at the very least, before we go down memory lane, what led you to Seattle as far as your pick?
Well, looking at statistics, and this is a very difficult one to pick, to be honest with you, because of some things that have happened during the playoffs that kind of, skewed the picture a little bit. When you look at the statistics, New England is way ahead in most categories offensively, and Seattle's ahead of most categories, almost all the categories defensively. But here's the problem. When you look at New England, their defense has actually played really well in the playoffs.
Yeah.
Okay? And their offense has struggled a little bit in the playoffs because they're playing a little tougher competition than they did the whole year. On the other side of the ball, the defense with Seattle is the best defense in the league, I believe, which you need to win the Super Bowl. And I think Leon would agree with this. No matter who you have offensively, if the defense is really strong in the game, you've got a great chance to win it, any game in the playoffs. But offensively, their quarterback is prone to some mistakes. So it's a very difficult decision, but I'm going with the stronger defense. I'm going with Seattle. I think it's going to be a low-scoring game, and that's where I'm coming up with my pick.
Yeah, Coach, I'm begrudgingly taking New England because we're in this contest because, like you said, the defense, people always say defense wins championships. And I know the gauntlet that the Patriots went through to get to the Super Bowl, but I think the train stops here because Seattle gets after the pass, can stop the run, and it's going to be hard for New England to manufacture any kind of offense with the way that they're playing lately in the playoffs.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, like we said, and to be honest with you, I get asked. I said this today on our podcast with Joe. When you look at the Super Bowls, and I look to the Cowboys obviously because I was in 3 of them. Everybody asks why a team, hasn't been there in 30 years to the Super Bowl, the Cowboys. Well, you need the quarterback. And I think the Cowboys have the quarterback. But you also need a top-rated defense. And the Cowboys have had a couple of those. Even my second year as a head coach, we were number 1 in defense in the league, even though we were 5-11. So, but the team that has the best chance of winning it is the team that has both, the combination of a quarterback and a great defense. And I think that Darnold has shown this year, if he doesn't turn the ball over, he's pretty darn good. And so that's kind of my feeling on that.
I mean, Dave, we're also dealing with, and I think this is something we all can't, avoid. We're also dealing with 2 quarterbacks never played in this game before. I mean, Leon talked about it earlier in the show when he said he'd never been intimidated by any game. Then he got to the Super Bowl, and he was a little bit intimidated by that game. And if you're a quarterback, if you're the most important position on the field, that's a big deal, right?
Wait a minute, I didn't say intimidated.
Yeah.
Not intimidated, but what did you say?
I said starstruck.
Starstruck, right.
Yeah.
Right, starstruck.
I agree with that.
Sorry.
I agree with that. The only thing is that, we had that situation with Aikman in that first one. And, we practiced in that game at UCLA, okay, to get ready for the ball game. It was in the Rose Bowl. And we practiced in that week in practice on Thursday, which was really the last real practice. Aikman was something like 17 for 21 and 7-on-7. And I thought to myself, we were running comebacks and all this stuff. And he was handing the ball to Irvin and to Harper. And I thought to myself, you know what? This kid's new in a Super Bowl. Everybody's going to be nervous. He can't replicate that. And I hope he doesn't leave it all here in the practice. And he went out and he had a great ball game and 52 points. So, I think that there's something to that. But I think once the start of the ball game starts, that's when you got to start fast. Leon said that. And I think that Darnold has a better chance to do that because he's more experienced.
Yeah, Coach, I was just talking about that during this week, that playing against y'all in Super Bowl 30, I mean, y'all came out and played like you'd been there because you'd been there. And we played like a team first time in it, and before you know it, in the blink of an eye, we're down 13-0. And the last thing
and
if you start slow like that in the Super Bowl, it's hard to make that comeback unless you're like Brady in Atlanta.
Yeah, and you guys did.
Yeah.
I mean, you did come back.
Mm-hmm.
That's why, it's, you just can't say that that's a big deal, but it is a big deal. Because once you get a lead, you're playing a little bit differently than you do when you're, struggling to get back. So, that's why I kind of think Donald, May has kind of struggled this playoff season. And, I think that might affect him a little bit more, Matt,
So, Dave, these two defenses, both very good. I kind of feel like the Patriots aren't getting enough credit for the way they've played defensively this year, specifically the way they get after the quarterback with really only 4 or 5 guys.
Yeah, I think that's true. They have done that in the playoffs, there's no question. One of the guys that I think is a big key is this Spillane kid from New England, and he's banged up. He's questionable. I'm not sure he's going to play or not going to play. But, they have picked it up a notch. And with Vrabel, I'm sure that he's going to, have them cranked up pretty good. One of the advantages they have, in my opinion, is when you look at Seattle, they really have only one real big-time threat down the field. It's the Jigba kid.
Right.
And you got a chance to slow him down if you can slow him down. The problem is that Walker kid is kicked it off pretty good, and you got to be able to stop the run as well. So I think it's going to be a low-scoring ball game. I don't think it's going to be any kind of a blowout or that type of thing for sure.
All right, Coach, let's have you stick around one more seg, and we will get into some Super Bowl memories along with just a little bit more on the Super Bowl. We'll do that coming up with our head coach of Florida Home AC Friday right here on XLP.
XL Primetime, driven by big #1 Duval Ford, the #1 place to buy your next vehicle. Streaming live from the XL Digital Studios, polished by Harbor Dental Care, the locally owned smile restoration experts.
Spring is almost here. Is your yard ready? Lucas Tree Service, a family-owned business with over 45 years of experience, is your local certified arborist for tree removal, trimming, and stump grinding for residential or commercial properties. Protect your home, boost your curb appeal, and get top-notch service from a Jacksonville company. Make sure your trees are healthy and safe before summer hits. Schedule your tree inspection today at lucastreeservice.com.
This is the kind of sandwich you don't rush. French dip at Firehouse Subs. Premium roast beef loaded with caramelized onions, melted provolone cheese, and topped with Italian seasoning. Stacked on a toasted garlic bread roll with hot au jus for dipping. For a limited time at Firehouse Subs.
Baloo here for Smoonez Vision. Why Smoonez Vision? Well, I've been with Dr. Neil Smoonez now since I got back to Jacksonville in 2006. 37 years of experience he has. Smoonez Vision is a family organization that focuses on personal high-quality medical and surgical eye care. Dr. Catherine Smoonez is fellowship trained in cornea and cataract surgery and all refractive surgery. Combined, that's 30 years plus in laser eye surgery. Visit SmoonezVision.com today. Here you can see.
Let's talk about the sound no homeowner wants to hear. Drip, drip, drip. Still dripping. That's exactly why Duck Duck Rooter created the Love Your Pipes promotion. Plumbing problems don't scare us. Not with years of experience and honest upfront pricing on our side. Right now, you can get free plumbing assessment on all fixtures with any paid plumbing service. It's the smart move to fix the issue now before it becomes bigger. So when you're stuck, call the Duck, 904-862-6769, duckduckrooter.com.
I'm with Greg from Cycles of Jacksonville, and when the weather starts to shift a little bit, especially during the fall, you've got some really cool stuff from Honda Off-Road.
We do. It's the favorite time of the year for me. Nice little chill in the air. We've got some side-by-sides. We've got the ATVs. Of course, they're legendary dirt bikes. We've got it all.
And for the hunter?
Oh, we've got side-by-sides that work and play.
All right, so make sure you check it out. Showroom wide open for you on Atlantic near Regency. If you want to go off-road and have some fun, check out Cycles of Jacksonville.
Hey, it's Travis from Cannons of Jacks. Thank you for trusting us for 55 years of custom welding fabrication and vehicle towing accessories. When you need a trailer hitch for the family car, a gooseneck for the company truck, or even RV towing options, call us at Cannons. We can do a bumper hitch, fifth wheel hitch, anything for safe, reliable towing. come to Cannons of Jacks, where service is our #1 priority and we treat our customers as we like to be treated. Check us out online, cannonsofjacks.com.
And that concludes the Joe C. Jack of All Trades show. Tune in next week where I'll be installing my own French drain.
Joe, wake up, man.
Hey, John, I must have dozed off.
We finished those projects you started.
Whoa, my seamless gutters are actually seamless.
And they're connected into underground PVC drain lines.
And my sprinklers. Wow, look at that coverage.
Next time, just call me first, Joe.
I will, but I ain't singing that song.
Clearwater irrigation
and drainage too.
If your ride is making strange noises, don't wait and make it work. Come to Action Transmission on Merrill Road. My expert technicians can diagnose the problem and likely fix it fast. Experience the difference at Action Transmission on Merrill Road.
If your home doesn't have a fireplace, CSS can install a beautiful electric or gas fireplace from Heat & Glow with no major remodel required. See their showroom or CSSOutdoor.com for a free estimate. CSS, you dream it, we build it.
Hey, it's Brent with Arcosa Crushed Concrete. If you've got concrete or asphalt rubble on your site, let me buy it from you, and I will recycle it into construction material for your future projects. Arcosa Crushed Concrete. Get paid for what you don't need.
1010XL, presented by Farrah and Farrah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. When it's game time, Farrah doesn't flinch. This is XL Primetime, brought to you by Florida Home AC. Now that's cool on 1010XL.
It's been cool outside, that's for sure. And if you got to make sure that the heating and AC unit is running properly, make sure you fire up a phone call to Florida Home AC, 777-4300, and they certainly can get out and take care of you, especially if that heat is not working. The heat was on back in the Super Bowl matchup between Pittsburgh and Dallas. Leon Searcy versus Dave Campo, just a straight head-on-head matchup back in the day. So let's go back down memory lane with Coach Dave Campo for one more seg with us right here on XL Primetime. Coach, defenses aren't talked about as much as offenses. We know that as a rule. Is that true?
Yes.
As a rule,
yeah,
but your defense needs to take credit in that win over the Pittsburgh Steelers, and that's one of the big reasons why Larry Brown was the MVP.
Yeah, we were very fortunate, you know, and I think you've heard me say this before. You know, the NFL is a copycat league. You know, they copy a lot of things. And, you know, I stole a bunch of zone blitzes from Pittsburgh, you know, from their coordinator. It just happened that a couple of them worked pretty good in the game.
Wow, Coach.
He just threw his hands up in rage.
Hey, if you ain't cheating, you ain't trying, man.
Yeah, no, we actually were a 4-3, and Pittsburgh was a 3-4, and of course they developed the zone blitzes along with Fritz Shermer out at Green Bay, and I thought we needed a little something extra in 95 because we weren't quite as good as we've been in the past. And so during the course of the season, I studied both of the teams, and we had to use a defensive end in some drop situations, and we actually put a man-to-man on somebody so that we wouldn't have to worry about them dropping and playing zone coverage. And we just worked them into the scheme, and we didn't use them until we got to the playoffs. And it was a good situation because, you know, it helped us, especially in that game more than any other.
So, Coach, I'm pretty sure I probably already know the answer to this, but I'm going to ask you anyway. The strategy had to be going into the game was to stop the run and make O'Donnell win the game for us. Was it not?
Yes, absolutely. And that was a concern. That was a concern, to be honest with you, in twofold. Number one, obviously, we had to stop the run. Mm-hmm. Well, you know, you're in a situation when you have to stop the run, you have a little bit trouble covering the receivers and the quarterback. You know, when you look at what your quarterback had done during the season, he was really effective. I mean, there was a reason that you were in the Super Bowl. You know, he didn't play a great game in that game, but during the season he had a lot of passing yards. So we had to really do a good job with disguising. And like I say, with the zone blitzes, that's a disguise. You know, it looks like you're playing man-to-man, but in reality, you're playing zone. And so, you know, that is true. And one thing about the zone blitz scheme, you can use the zone blitzes to stop the run. You know, you're bringing guys into the middle of the formation that can affect blocking schemes, etc. So it's a catch-22 from that standpoint, and that's one of the things that New England's going to have a problem with Njigba and stopping the run. What they're going to have to do is they're going to have to show that they're loading the box up and run some double coverage out of it to Njigba.
All right. So, as a former secondary coach, as a former DC, as a legendary head coach in the NFL, how do you take a receiver out of the game? Like if you're a defensive coordinator, you got a guy like Jackson Smith and Njigba, who's the hottest receiver in the game, who can just tear apart game plans. What can you do to? I guess you can't completely take him out, but to limit him. And how do you do it?
There's a number of ways that you can double a receiver. You know, whether you can go short and long, you know, in the cover two type of a thing. And you don't have to play straight cover two. You know, you can play what we called quarters halves. You know, you can play quarters on the one side and halves on the other side. Or you can use the safety in a drop down situation, showing the drop down and then drive him out on the receiver, either underneath or inside, outside. Those are the kind of things that you have to do. But some of it they can affect by putting the guy in the slot or putting him in motion. And now that changes everything. You know, you have to be able to adjust whether or not he's motioning from one side to the other or, you know, he's in the slot. Now you have to use a short and long with somebody. So it really presents problems to you to take a guy out. But, you know, the way we did it in the old days, Deion covered the number 2 receiver and we doubled the other one almost all the time. And you know, it just, some of it is disguise. You know, you can show the quarterback one thing
right,
and be in something else, and the quarterback has to make the decision to come back to Njigba.
All right, Coach, we got to turn you loose, but you are right now 68-52 ATS. Okay, get a business card going in Dallas.
I am the crown.
Exactly, I am the crown. 68-52 ATS. Big Surse is one game behind you, and we will see how it all plays out on Sunday.
Listen, if I'm going to tie with anybody after what I said on Facebook, I actually want it to be Leon.
Coach.
So he'll finally get that victory on Super Bowl Sunday, Coach.
What you said there's not making up for what you did. Believe me, he's still scarred over here.
Coach, there ain't no time. What Jimmy tell you against Notre Dame? We didn't come to Notre Dame to town. Came to win.
Going for 2.
Going for 2,
Going
Coach.
for the win.
Going for the win.
There
you go.
Hey, love you guys. Thanks a lot. Have a great one and enjoy the Super Bowl. And I'm going to have some Korean barbecue at mine.
Nice. Oh, you had to slide that in there, didn't you?
And by the way, if memory serves, what the lovely Kay does with that is outstanding. All right, enjoy it.
Yes.
All right,
Thanks
bro.
a lot. Have a great one, guys.
Oh,
right,
that's
Coach.
awesome. All right, so
He had to stick us. He stuck it to us right there. You know
he
that.
did. He did. He let us know. We did hear from some of our nooners with some good menu items, so we'll at least bring those up coming up here in just a second. Ryan O'Halloran in the 1 o'clock hour. Plenty more right here on XLP. Hang out with us. Tell us what side you're on when it comes to the Super Bowl. We got to get to a couple of other items from the college football world, which we will definitely do.
XL Primetime from the big number 1 Duval Ford Studios. Your home for Gators Hoops is 1010XL.
Florida's front court is on fire as they bring the heat to the hardwood at Texas A&M. Gators Aggies. Tomorrow at 8 on 1010XL.
Mark Watson here to tell you a little bit about hardballcreative.com. It's your online promo haven with thousands of ideas on how to promote your company. We're open 24/7, 365.
Hardball Creative. Hardball does it all.
Welcome to Key Buick GMC, proudly family-owned and operated since 1943. Come see why they're North Florida's new and pre-owned truck center, conveniently located on Southside and JTB, just minutes from the St. John's Town Center. At Key Buick GMC, every new vehicle comes with our lifetime powertrain warranty. Key Buick GMC, we are professional grade. Online at keybuickgmc.com. Lifetime powertrain warranty covers engine, transmission, drivetrain only. Exclusions apply. See dealer for details.
This date in sports history is brought to you by Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
On February 6, 2005, the New England Patriots defeated the Philadelphia Eagles 24-21 in Super Bowl 39. That was held right here in Jacksonville, Florida.
Hello, I'm Ed Jackson, president of Ned Jackson Income Tax. Ned Jackson Income Tax has been preparing tax returns in Jacksonville for over 80 years. Our tax preparers at Ned Jackson Income Tax have years of knowledge and experience to help you get your highest possible tax refund and are fully trained on all IRS updates, including the One Big Beautiful Bill. Visit one of Ned Jackson's 4 locations, including our downtown office at 255 North Liberty Street. That's Ned Jackson Income Tax, 356-0349.
Living on Amelia Island, having fun in Bernardino Beach? No matter what brings you to the fun, cozy town, make sure you check out the tap room at Mocama Beer Company. With a full flight of craft creations, from the Cosmico IPA to the Motor, the perfect pilsners and lagers, matching memories and some Mocama magic is what it's all about. Mocama Beer Company in Bernardino Beach, near the big water where the sun is born. And look for more Mocama craft at your local Total Wine or ABC Liquors.
Coach Campo here, and I just want to tell you about the best pizza I've had right here in Duval, and that's Tony D's Pizza. Tony works hard to make every slice perfect. If you love pizza like I do, you need to go to Tony D's, Bay Meadows and 295.
Low mortgage rates are back. Listen, Loan Pronto has fixed rate mortgages with APRs as low as 4.89%. It's the lowest in years. Hey, gang, Prosser here. Smart homeowners are taking advantage of this while they can. If you got stuck in a 6% loan, you can lower your payment big time, or you can keep your primary mortgage intact, get cash out, equity with Loan Pronto's rapid equity loans. One homeowner just got $250,000 out of their home. They paid off all their credit cards, some car loans, and cut their monthly expense by $2,000. Call now. See what option works best for you, but don't miss this big rate drop of 2026. Ask about new home loans, VA loans, full cash out refis, or their famous rapid equity loan. You can close in less than 2 weeks. You may be able to skip your next 2 house payments altogether. Call 904-999-1508 or visit loanpronto.com. No hard credit pull. 904-999-1508. Equal housing lender, NMLS 1661781. APR for well-qualified buyers.
Visit NMLSConsumerAccess.org.
Take aim and make a difference with Operation New Uniforms Veterans Cup on Friday, April 10th. This competitive clay shooting tournament is a fun afternoon on the range, followed by awards, a reception, and great company, all in support of our veterans. Proceeds benefit Operation New Uniform, helping veterans, transitioning service members, and military spouses successfully move from military service into meaningful careers. Put your team together and join us on April 10th. Register today at onuvets.org. That is onuvets.org.
We've all been there. You hear about an incredible event Monday morning, but it happens Sunday. Stop missing out. Jacksonville is the flip side of Florida, and we have the solution. From under-the-radar sporting events to the perfect family outing or date night, Visit Jacksonville is your all-access pass to the city. Plan your 2026 season at visitjacksonville.com/locals. visitjacksonville.com/locals. Or download the Visit Jax app for the full lineup. See what you've been missing.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Focused, fueled, fearless, Farah.
The 2025 AP Coach of the Year is Mike Verable. Mike Verable is busy preparing for the Super Bowl.
This is XL Primetime, brought to you by Florida Home AC. Now that's cool on 1010XL.
Oh, you gotta love it. It's when entertainment collides with sports. And
who is that announcing that?
Tiffany Haddish. She is a Kevin Hart protege.
Yeah. And she said that the coach of the year was Mike Verbal. As if he just made a verbal commitment to wherever. And I reposted it because it was, I don't remember who it was, Warren Sharp or somebody put it out there, clipped the soundbite. And it's pronounced Cohen. Okay? That's how you pronounce it. Cohen. But it did go Mike Vrabel's way or Mike Verbal's way. And there's really no denying that he was deserving of it. And the story was good because he goes back to a place he played, a team that sucked just as much as Jacksonville did a year ago. They let go of their coach. They walk him in. But if you are comparing just on the level, Big, and like I said, Vrabel deserves to be coach of the year. I will. Anyone who wants to debate.
He's in the Super Bowl.
Yeah, I mean, come
Yeah,
on,
he got
man.
the job done.
Yeah, but at the same time, he did have prior experience. He has taken a team into the postseason as the number 1 seed. Meanwhile, Liam Cohen with his very first year with roughly the exact same resume. Anyway, look, we're provincial when we say we want Liam to win this award.
Yeah.
But Vrabel definitely still deserves it.
Yeah, he deserved it. Yeah, I mean, he had prior experience as a head coach, success with the Titans. Like you said, they were the number 1 seed at one particular time. But when you be one year, you take them to the Super Bowl, I mean, that's the Patriot way 2.0,
With a
bro.
second-year quarterback.
With a second-year quarterback, yeah. So, I mean, I think he still had to bring some of the philosophies of a player there, being under, as a player with the Patriots, being under the Belichick tree. So I mean, that was a hell of a turnaround. 4-13 to the Super Bowl. That's an amazing feat.
Oh yeah.
I don't mind him being coach of the year. I get it. I think Trevor. They had him as a MVP finals. I think he should have been a comeback player of the year, guys. What he should have been.
Yeah,
I don't know if he'd have won that because Hutch had 14.5 sacks.
Right.
But
well,
still,
who was it? C-Mac won it, right?
No, Hutch did, didn't he?
He did? I thought it was McCaffrey. I might have that wrong.
I think Christian won it.
Did he really?
Yeah, comeback player of the year.
Yeah, I thought so. I know he was up there for the Salute to Service Award, and I was just kind of in and out.
McCaffrey won.
Yeah. And so McCaffrey was coming back from severe Achilles tendonitis. He and I share that. We're both world-class athletes that had to come back from that, and had other.
I would say you came back just as strong.
Yeah, I did.
Stronger.
Yeah. I don't run anymore, but just as strong. But anyway, he was having to deal with a lot of injuries last year, not just the Achilles tendonitis, but it was a major one. He went over to Germany, went over to Europe to get treatment. That's how bad it was. And then he had other injuries to deal with, and he dealt with them again this year to a large degree. He was able to keep himself healthy and kind of fight through some of that stuff. But
he caught 102 balls this year.
He was the yards from scrimmage. And you might say Travis Etienne's a poor man's Christian McCaffrey. At the very least, Etienne was able to look more like what you always wanted him to look like, which is kind of a CMC player that can catch the ball out of the backfield in space, make plays, and still get the tough yards when he needs to, which was nice. Nice for Etienne to be able to have that. One other thing from, if we have time, JJ, the Radio Row with Liam Cohen that you cut up, and when he sat down with McAfee, he basically gave Jacoby Myers a hell of a lot of credit for basically when this season kind of turned on a dime and in a good direction. This is Liam on the McAfee show talking about that Jacoby Myers trade.
Jacoby Myers comes. Our first practice
trade, by the way.
with Jacoby, we were a better team. The first practice Jacoby came in, our pass game looked completely different. The whole team was like, what? I mean, for real, it just changed because it allowed BT to do what he does well, Parker to do what he does well. Now, Brent Strange does what he does well, and Trevor had a lot of trust and respect in him.
That's high praise right there.
Yeah, because he had guys who were actually catching the ball. I mean, before he came in there, I mean,
everyone was amazed by that.
Exactly.
At practice.
The knock on the wide receivers, before Jacoby came in there is, drop passes. I think we were leading the NFL when it came to drop passes. So you bring in a veteran presence, a guy who's about his business. And he's like, listen, let me show you how it's done. It starts here in practice, catching the balls in practice. Because if you make it a habit of doing those things in practice, then guess what it's going to do? It's going to translate on the football field. So Jacoby put the pressure on the wide receiver room to get it done in practice, I would think.
All right, I want to go just real quick back to McCaffrey and Etienne, because I think this is very important, okay? When you guys are out there arguing about do you keep Etienne or not. McCaffrey had 311 carries last year, this season, okay? He had 1,204 yards rushing. Etienne had 51 less carries and 100 less yards.
That's pretty good. Yeah.
Etienne, they threw the ball to Etienne this year, okay? 52 times. He had 52 targets. McCaffrey had 125 targets. And he got 102 catches. Etienne had 36 catches.
And I don't know what the ratio would be. That's pretty darn close.
And he had 6 touchdowns. So I think if again, I get it that's why you drafted Bashal Tutin, that you don't pay running backs. I get all that stuff, okay? You're going to let a guy that's highly productive, and for the majority of his career with the Jags has been highly productive, you're going to let him walk away?
That's what you got to tear through financially.
Yeah, you can't, like we talked yesterday about that window that we have the opportunity to be great.
Yeah.
And seize the AFC and make a championship. You understand that window is probably like 3 years. You can't let impact players go with those kind of numbers. Like when we talked about Devin Lloyd, we talked about ATN. Those are impact players that can move the meter a little bit more as far as getting us over the hump. So you got to listen. Find a way to get it done.
Well, the one thing that is
plus, just real quick. Plus, the Niners' offensive line. I mean, let's be honest. Compared to this offensive line,
it's just a tick better.
Well,
just a tick.
They got a Hall of Fame at left tackle.
Yeah, and that was without him when I said just a tick better.
Exactly.
Yeah, but no question about it. And the other thing, if you do want to find something that you marry up success with what the coaching staff, front office, and what your players did when it all came together, just compare Travis Etienne's numbers a year ago to this year. It's night and flipping day between the two. And so, yeah, he was as versatile as you dreamed of him being in this offense. Doesn't mean somebody else can't be the same thing at a cheaper price, but he did deliver.
I mean, he was dinged up last year, too.
Yeah.
A lot.
Yeah.
If you look at his career, he's had 4 seasons here. 3 of them have been 1,000-yard seasons.
Yeah, it's been, and he went through a nice little run where he was catching the football in the backfield among the best in the National Football League. So he did a lot of good things.
And he's taking care of the ball.
Yes. Did not cough it up nearly as much as we've seen him do it in years past. All right, you guys jump in, 641-1010. Hit the text line designed by Lifetime Enclosures. I do have some of those Super Bowl menu items that I want to touch on coming up in just a bit. We will do that right here on XLP.
XL Primetime is driven by Duval Ford.
Tell me, do you remember anything?
Happiness. And you know what happiness is? Happiness
is 1010XL.
Okay, good tip.
Listen up, it's your boy Big Sirs, your lemon pepper guy, and we're in the red zone for the big game. You know I don't play when it comes to Wingstop. Here's the play call. You got to pre-order your wings by Saturday to beat the rush. Spend $50 or more, and I'm going to give you a score at free a large ranch. Just add large ranch to your cart and use Big Game as your promo code. Check out our Wingstop app or the wingstop.com. Spend $50 on Wingstop pre-order by Saturday and add a large ranch with promo code Big Game.
Hi, I'm Jeff Breyer, president of Lifetime Enclosures and Lifetime Flooring.
And I'm Nikki Sema. My dad started in business when I was just 4 years old, and now we're 35 years and 20,000 satisfied customers in, and literally have a showroom in every neighborhood.
So whether you're looking to revitalize your home with new flooring or need more outdoor living space with a glass or screen enclosure, we've got you covered.
Visit our websites and don't forget to stop by our showrooms during our open house and cookout this Saturday from 10 to 3. Come see affordable luxury, experience a lifetime difference, and receive additional open house discounts.
There's joy in every RV journey. Your journey starts at the Jacksonville RV Mega Show, Thursday, February 5th through Sunday the 8th at the Jacksonville Equestrian Center. It's Northeast Florida's largest RV show with hundreds of RVs on display with lifestyle booths. Adults $10, kids under 12 free. Seniors get $1 off Thursday. Military and first responders get $1 off every day. Thursday through Saturday from 10 to 5, Sunday 10 to 4. The Jacksonville RV Mega Show at the Jacksonville Equestrian Center. How will they get ready for the biggest game of their life? Dig deep into the strategies and game plans as we gear up for the football finale. 1010XL's coverage of the biggest game of the season is brought to you by Hall & Sons Plumbing and Window World of Northeast Florida.
Instant Keys is turning 25. A quarter century of saving the day when your keys mysteriously vanish.
Seriously, it was just in my pocket.
Or when that remote fob decides to quit working.
The dealership is such a hassle.
For 25 years, Instant Keys has been the go-to locksmith service for car keys, house keys, transponders, re-keys, and even high-tech smart locks. You don't have to go to the dealer. Instant Keys comes to you. For honest, professional locksmith service, use Instant Keys.
Home of the Jaguars. WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach. WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach.
Get a healthy start in 2026. The Florida Department of Health in Duval County is here to help you get healthy and stay healthy all year long. Our dedicated team is committed to providing high-quality care and trusted public health services for our community. Our mission is simple: to protect, promote, and improve the health of you and your family. Learn more about our programs and services by visiting duval.floridahealth.gov.
When your home or business deserves more than ordinary glass, you trust the experts. Capital Glass and Shower Doors has been elevating spaces for over 40 years with precision, craftsmanship, and clean, modern design. From sleek frameless shower enclosures to elegant glass railings, wine cabinets, and any custom glass that makes a statement, Capital Glass delivers unmatched quality, service, and attention to detail. Your vision, their expertise. Capital Glass and Shower Doors at capcoglass.com.
Like many football fans in Jacksonville, I love defense. Hi, I'm attorney Lee Lockett, and I'm here to tell you that defense in the courtroom is important as well. That's because penalties for DUI are much more serious than penalties on the gridiron. If you or someone you know is facing a DUI, call us for a free case analysis now. Know before you blow 858-9818. Put my more than 20 years of experience to work for you. Office is Jacksonville, serving all surrounding counties. Call 858-9818 or go to knowbeforeyoublow.com.
I used to dread going to the dentist. Every visit felt like a sales pitch with constant upselling, surprise fees on my bill, and I could never get in when I needed to. But Harbor Dental Care, totally different. They saw me the next day, gave me honest pricing up front, and even set me up with a payment plan I could actually afford. No pressure, no surprise charges, just kind people who get it. If you want to experience dentistry the way it should be, book your appointment today at harbordental.care. That's HARBOUR dental.care.
This is your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist Local Sports Update. I'm RJ Saunders for 1010XL. This update brought to you by Peterbrook, your neighborhood chocolatier. Jalen Suggs recorded his first triple-double with 15 points, 11 boards, and 11 assists in a 118-98 victory over the Brooklyn Nets. It was only the sixth time this season a player has notched a triple-double in under 30 minutes. The Orlando Magic will now turn their attention to the Utah Jazz tomorrow at 7 p.m. Right now, 58 degrees at 103, time and 10, brought to you by Bueller Air and Plumbing. Stay cooler with Bueller.
XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Still present, ready. Farah doesn't flinch. How about a six-pack of picks on XL Primetime? It's time to protect the crown. Capped by Corona, La Playa awaits.
Oh, we have had such a good season with our picks. It's sadly coming to an end. The Playa. Is it going to be Big Surse? Is it going to be Coach Campo? Well, after we do it, you can head to the Playa. You can head to the beach, just kick back and relax if you want to. But let's do it one more time. And JJ, hit the standings right now.
With one game left, Coach Campo, hold on. I'm backtracking. Sorry. Coach Campo is 68-52 against the spread, man. That's very good.
Really
one
solid.
game back. Leon, 67-53. Corona and Joe tied at 59-61. And for dead ass last, I am 57-63. Matt, one game back at 56-64. That's a big one.
So we have to pick and take point totals as well.
Yes.
All right.
Okay.
All right. So we have Campo's pick. He took Seattle 24-17. And by the way, the point spread is Seattle minus 4.5.
And
Leon
really
took his
hasn't.
pick, but go again.
Yeah, it really hasn't moved.
No.
Oh, yeah, I'm going with New England. I got New England. I have to go strategically. I got to go with New England.
Right.
So I can tie Coach Campo and then beat him in the points. This is all revenge 30 years later. So I got New England winning 24-20.
Okay.
All right, Joe.
And Coach did go with the Seahawks.
Yeah,
and
24-17.
I'll just, and this may be a mistake, but I started out a week ago saying I'm taking the points, and now I'm not. I am laying the points. The thing that troubles me the most right now is the inability for the New England Patriots to score, and we'll see whether they can do it in a better environment. But I'm taking the Seahawks.
You got a score for us?
I will go I want these points to go up, okay? Right now, just write down 21-13 for me.
All right.
But I want more points than that. But that's what I got right now.
I'm taking Seattle 24-14, Matt.
Okay. All right, that's pretty close.
All right, so I'm going to take the Patriots.
So you're at a 38-point total, and we are talking.
So wait, let me
the numbers
put it
around
this way.
46.
Okay. All right. So I'm going to take the.
Take your time.
I'm gonna take the Seahawks.
Oh my
20
God!
No, because I'm gonna take the points. The Seahawks are gonna win 23-20, but I'm taking the points.
I got you.
I'm taking the points. 43 total points.
Okay. 43.
So what's
I think
your
the Seahawks
actual
are winning
score?
by 3.
Okay.
23-20. I think the Seahawks are going to win by 3, 23-20, but I get the points and I'm taking the Patriots.
Okay, here's another one.
I like that.
Just as far as a saucy is concerned, because we got all of our picks in. I'll let you know what Matt the Corona Cat comes up with a little bit later on. But for the Patriots to get it done, obviously they were in 2 snow blizzards, basically, in Foxborough and out up on Mile High. They're averaging 18 points per playoff game this year. That's no bueno. Only 2 other teams, the 2013 Broncos and the 2018 Rams, have made the Super Bowl while scoring fewer than 20 points a game.
Saucy nugs.
So they are not generating points. And the other team they faced 3 tough defenses like we talked about. And we'll just see whether or not they, in good or more desirable conditions, and if Drake May can stay upright, because they got him on the ground a bunch, both Houston and the Denver Broncos.
We'll see how that shoulder's feeling.
Yeah, and he says it's okay, but they're going to test that bad boy. You know, if you can just imagine any of the guys that are going to be coming after him, DeMarcus Lawrence, any of those guys are going to be hitting him, taking him to the ground, trying not to power drive him, but making dang sure that they test that shoulder. Where do you think the points come from, Big Surge, when you make your prediction, when you're taking a look at this, and how you think the game flow goes? Your prediction, again, was what, 24-20?
Yeah. I mean, I don't believe the Patriots are going to win.
Yeah, what do you think is actually going to happen?
Yeah.
What do you think the actual
Because
score
I know you had to go against
I had to
Coach.
go against Coach on that. I think Seattle's going to railroad them. To be honest with you,
blowout.
I don't think it's going to be a blowout. I think the Patriots will probably lose by 10 in the Super Bowl.
Okay.
I can't see them manufacturing any kind of real. Now they could possibly. They can't run the ball and protect. The offensive line gave up a lot of sacks in the postseason.
Yeah.
So I don't know how they're going to manufacture any kind of real offense with Seattle ability to run the ball and pass. I don't know. I really don't know.
Okay, so I want to throw some numbers at you because this kind of goes to what you're saying. And we said this the entire time leading up to the postseason about New England. I still think they're a good football team, but we all pointed this out in one way or another. New England has played just 4 games against opponents that made it to the postseason. Okay, so only 4 out of all the games that they won. Pittsburgh, Carolina, played Buffalo twice. They went 2-2 in those contests. You want to go to the rest of it. 14 of the opponents that the Patriots played in the regular season. This one blows my mind. This is a saucy. 14 of the teams the Patriots played in the regular season, 10 of them fired their coach.
Saucy nugs.
Wow.
10 of them said, see you later, sayonara. 4 were from
a couple of those were double up.
Yeah,
but
exactly.
Still,
yeah.
That's still awesome.
4 from the NFC South, which we know did not play a whole lot of great football. The 4 rookie quarterbacks that started against New England were Dylan Gabriel, Cam Ward, Brady Cook, and Quinn Ewers. So
Murderers row.
Yeah. A couple in their 40s. Old man Flacco, old man Rodgers. And then they also had Spencer Rattler that they had to go up against. Okay.
Easiest road to the Super Bowl probably ever.
Maybe.
I get it, but also I remember this too. The last 2 games they played was just in terrible weather.
Yeah.
They're not going to be that bad offensively in this game.
No, I agree with that. I do agree with that because the conditions just warranted. You were
just
not
horrific the last 2 games.
Yeah, and they But at the same time, I just wonder, they should be able to operate offensively. They have a very good run game. Even though it's Ramondre more than it is Travion, both of those cats are going to be involved in this thing. Mandarin's own, Demario Douglas, will be involved in this game. They got 2 tight ends in Henner and Hooper that are good. Henry, very good.
Yeah.
But the other guy can definitely be thrown in there and can make plays for them. Stephon Diggs versus Devin Witherspoon. Who's going to win that bad boy? It should be a good matchup. Diggs ain't the same old dude coming back from the ACL, but he's still pretty dang productive. And he made a great catch. Was that against the Texans? That one of those scores? It was a great catch from him. And so they have weapons. It's just a matter of whether or not that line can protect. Drake May has proven that he can move and run and all that kind of stuff. So it's going to be fascinating.
I think they've proven they can run the ball. And if they can run the ball and kind of dictate tempo a little bit, that game's going to be completely different than what people think it is.
Yeah, they definitely have a shot to control the clock. That's why I think most of us are looking at under that 45, 46 number as far as the total goes. All right, let's say hello to Ryan O'Haller and see what he thinks about this bad boy. He's covered the NFL for a long, long time, seen a bunch of Super Bowls. We'll see what he has to say coming up on XLP.
XL Primetime, driven by big number 1 Duval Ford. Elite service for elite companies. Wonder what Rick Ballou would be doing if he wasn't on 1010XL?
So you got in a fight with a game show host on national TV. I don't consider that entertainment.
Rick Ballou.
This is not hockey.
Weeknights on 1010XL.
Yo, it's your main man ET here for Blue Chew. And guess what? Blue Chew tablet isn't just a tablet. It's a cheat code. Blue Chews provide access to chewable tablets that help you feel and perform at your best. Stronger, longer. It's like someone gave you downstairs a pep talk and a gym membership. No awkward doctor visits and no uncomfortable waiting rooms. It's nothing worse when them nosy behind neighbors are looking at your packages and then asking you questions. Don't worry about it, sweetheart. I got this. Blue Chew is simple. It's discreet and delivered straight to your door. And let's be honest, this isn't just for you. Give her group chat something to talk about. Nothing makes you more of a legend than a little Blue Chew. And guess what? I got a special deal for our listeners. Get your first month of Blue Chew on me. That's right. Just use promo code 1010XL and you pay $5 shipping. That's it. Head over to BlueChew.com for details and safety info. Use code 1010XL, then just chew it and do it.
Veterans have given everything in service of our country. I'm Chris Campione, and if you've been injured in an accident through no fault of your own or dealing with the consequences of having your VA benefits denied, you deserve someone who will fight hard for you. At Campione Law, we're proud to stand up for those who have served and protect the rights that you've earned. You don't pay anything unless we win your case. Learn more at CampioneLaw.com. Offices, Jacksonville and St. Augustine.
Count on Campione, Campione Law.
Tom McManus buckles his chin strap as he joins Lauren Brooks and Taylor Dahl.
I just love a man in uniform.
Helmets and heels. Afternoons 2 to 4. Served by Queen Law Group on 1010XL.
I'm here with Danny Van Sickle, director of the Electrical Training Alliance. Danny, tell me about your program.
Hey, Rick. We're a 4-year electrical apprenticeship. Our students start out making over $40,000 a year and right now make over $90,000 a year, including benefits. There is no tuition or student debt. You just have to apply and get accepted.
Did you say no tuition and no student debt?
You heard that right, Rick. Once you're accepted to the program, your only cost for the books and the course fees. About $800 a year.
That sounds like an amazing opportunity. How can I learn more?
Just go to etajax.org and you can apply there.
Apply by May 14th.
Is your backyard ready for the big leagues? Pick it here for Surfside Pools. Serving Northeast Florida since 1977, they have the home field advantage. Family owned and operated, offering weekly pool service, equipment repairs, commercial maintenance, remodels, and new pool construction. Let Surfside Pools make your backyard dreams a reality. Are you ready to float happy? Visit SurfsidePools.net or call 904-246-2666. Surfside Pools and Spas, your hometown MVP.
License number CPC 044080.
Flame Broiler, the Rice Bowl King, is turning up the flavor with new char wings. These wings are charbroiled, never fried, grilled to perfection for a big taste without the grease. Grab them as a 3-piece or 10-piece side, or make it a meal with a 6 or 8-piece combo, served with rice and a drink. Order pickup or delivery today from any of Flame Broiler's 5 Jacksonville locations, or call 904-619-2786. Flame Broiler, bold flavor done right.
Give a unique gift this Valentine's Day to that special person in your life with a custom-made candle or body care product from Wick, a candle bar. Locations in San Marco and Jax Beach.
Here's hoping for a raise the roof football season. And here's knowing Next Gen Roofing is up for any job. Game day or storm season, you need a team you can trust. And you know what? You don't need a glitzy roofing company. No shortcuts, no gimmicks, no nonsense. Solid roofs at competitive prices and a commitment to the First Coast community. Right now, save up to $300 on your next roof replacement. When you need a roof, you need Next Gen Roofing. Team with you, it's a win every time.
Do you want to grow your career with a company that's committed to growing with you? Florida Home AC has aggressive plans to double their workforce, and they're looking for determined, resourceful people with initiative. Just log on to FloridaHomeAC.com/careers to find out more.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. When it's team time, Farah doesn't flinch. Here's another call on the 1010XL hotline, driven by Key Buick GMC, home of the lifetime powertrain warranty.
We love saying hello to Ryan O'Halloran, the columnist for the Florida Times Union and Jacksonville.com. On the road, a little respite before he gets ready for free agency and so on. Ryan, how you doing, bud?
Good. Greetings from New York City. Where it's a crisp 25 degrees, but I love it.
What took you up there? What's one thing you're absolutely going to do while you're there?
Well, go to a couple shows. And then, just walk around. So it's a pretty low-key week. Come back Sunday and will myself to watch a Super Bowl I have no interest in.
All right, so before we get to that, and look, I'm looking at Matt and Leon, and we're all like, what shows are you going to go? This is the softer side of Ryan O'Halloran that we were not aware of.
Go to Purple Rain, the musical.
Yeah, I have not seen that. But, basically it's I don't feel right paying to get into a sporting event, so I'll pay to get into the theater.
That's not a bad way to play it at all. All
Very
right,
nice.
So, Super Bowl storylines. If you were the columnist up in Seattle, in Boston, whatever, what would your main storyline be right now?
Well, if I was in Boston, Tom Brady saying he doesn't have a dog in a fight, I'd be on about my fourth column of the week, ripping Brady, because that was a gift for a Super Bowl week. But I think from an on the field standpoint is, okay, is this New England offense going to have any answers for the Seattle defense? Jaguar fans can relate. There were one or two teams that really handled the Jaguars this year, the Rams being the other. So is the Patriots offense, did they stink in the playoffs because of weather, because Drake May was injured, or are they just a cup below the Seahawks? On the Seattle side, it's, hey, you played in the best division in football. Can you finish it out by winning the whole thing for the second time in franchise history?
Now, Ryan, there's one thing that we haven't factored in. I mean, everybody's got the Seahawks as a huge favorite in this game against the Patriots. And I don't know, we have yet to see the Sam Darnold meltdown. I mean, is that possible? Is that in full effect for the Super Bowl, or do you think he's going to be solid moving forward?
Well, I think it's got to be on the table just because of his track record. You wait each week. Okay, he plays well. Well, he's at home. He's got the crowd on his side. The next week, same thing. With each week, it gets more surprising if it does happen. But to me, that's the Patriots' only hope right now is create some pressure, force them into a couple of takeaway or turnovers, and then use that to sort of springboard you like they did against Denver. But I mean, when I've looked at this game over the last week, it's like Sam Darnold's going to be okay. You're worried about other stuff like, how are they going to manage the pass rush in New England and whatnot. So I think Darnold's going to be good. I think he's going to play well.
All right, so I'm going to go back to Brady real quick. Now, part of me wants to be fair to him and think, all right, he's, for lack of a better way of saying it, a member of the media right now, and he kind of needs to be kind of, fair. The other part of me thinks it's just incredible pettiness by him to think that he doesn't want them to win a Super Bowl because then it would somehow look poorly upon him and what they did there.
Yeah, that's the one right there. He wants to remain the only New England quarterback to win a Super Bowl. And, if he was broadcasting the game this week, that would be a totally different deal. He would have the total line. But he doesn't even do medium right. Just say, hey, a lot of friends there. Josh McDaniels was my coordinator for 6 of those Super Bowls, I think.
Yeah.
And so he's now Drake May's guy. I hope for Boston fans, I hope they win the game. His future coach is the Seattle offensive coordinator. He's conveniently left that out, but to me, it was just he's such a weirdo. I mean, God, pick your home team.
Look, I just said to the guys earlier, and we all obviously kind of threw out theories. It's just another lie he's told, and he's conflicted already. He shouldn't be allowed to be a booth analyst for tens of millions of dollars and be a minority owner selecting coaches. I think it's just an advantage. But anyway, he's just trying to prove to you that he's more Raider than he is Patriot, which is BS.
Well, and he got that Raiders slice of the team at a significant discount. That's why it took so long for approved, because the other owners didn't want him handing out discounts. But the greatest player of all time has different rules for him. Mm-hmm. But he could have handled this a lot better.
I don't think he's petty at all, to be quite honest with you. When the Steelers win the Super Bowl 10 years after I played in the Super Bowl, I wanted Bill Cowher to win the Super Bowl. Mm-hmm. But organizationally, you think I wanted the Steelers to win the Super Bowl again? Absolutely not.
Yeah. Really?
Yes.
Why?
For one, they let me go. Okay. They marginalized me in free agency. Okay. So
I was lowballed you big time.
They did, bro. They tried.
Well, you got later in the show. You got to tell that story.
Yeah, I tell the story. So I'm not. I rooted for Cowher because I loved Coach Cowher, but organizationally, man, the hell with that.
Yeah.
Well, what I was hoping Brady would say though, Leon, is that same thing. Hey, McDaniels was his guy,
mm-hmm.
and say, hey, I'm rooting for Josh to get another one because he helped me so much in my career. I mean, he doesn't know what the craft's anything. I mean, they already got a statue in front of him in the stadium, which seems relevant.
And just one more to highlight that real quick. And I'm looking back, and it's one of the guys that follows the NFL put this out. 10 of the 60 Super Bowls in NFL history will have Josh McDaniels coaching it. That's
pretty
honestly,
good.
Yeah. You think about that. That's some serious. You'd love to have that type of OC, Ryan O, that was just here calling plays. Obviously, we got a good one in Liam Cohen now in Duval, but that's pretty special.
It is, and it shows you how he's been able to adapt to different quarterbacks. I mean, he had Cam play functional back in 2020,
yeah,
and then had Mac, and Mac was sort of railroaded by Belichick, but his track record is pretty impressive.
All right, so we talked about this earlier in the show, and I want to get your thoughts on it because once this game's over on Sunday, we're going full bore Jags off season and how they get better. We were looking at the comeback player of the year, Christian McCaffrey, and McCaffrey had 1,201 yards, I think, and he had 311 carries. Etienne had 260 carries and 1,107 yards. So 51 less carries, 100 less yards. And McCaffrey had 125 targets. Etienne had like 56. And Etienne had 39 catches. He had 102 or whatever it was. My point is, are you really going to let a guy go who's at the top of his game right now just because you don't pay running backs? A guy who is 3 of his 4 years has rushed for over 1,000 yards?
Yeah, I think that's probably a serious discussion happening internally. And I think the one thing that the Jags may be looking at is there's going to be a lot of running backs on the market. Does that help them keep Etienne, give him a competitive offer where his side has to look at, okay, this team's offering more, but they're not as good, and they have a state income tax. The Jaguars, you know what they're about. The coach trusts you, and you accept that salary. So, that's going to be a lot more interesting than Devin Lloyd. I like Devin Lloyd's coming back. But with Etienne does he sort of see himself on the outside looking in during that tampering period at the combine, and his side sort of comes to the Jaguars and says, hey, let's work something out before we even hit the market. I don't think that happened. I think he does hit the market, but I don't think the door's totally closed because of that production.
So Ryan, Devin Lloyd's coming back? You saying Devin Lloyd's coming back?
No, I don't think there's any chance he comes back.
Oh, no chance. Okay.
No chance.
No chance. Because I think I think you can find linebackers in the draft and maybe sign a veteran in the second wave. But I think Lloyd has priced himself out because he's going to want to be paid like a guy who is 100% playing time. Well, he's closer to 70. So it's going to be interesting to see how his market develops.
So, Ryan, the Jaguars, I mean, I consider Devin Lloyd an impact player. So the Jaguars are going to, I call them science projects because we Vontrell Miller and Kaiser, I mean, you got limit. You have an appetizer of what these guys can do when Devin Lloyd's a full meal.
Yeah, and are they the answer? Probably not. Do you use one of your third round picks on a linebacker who can play right away, or do you go sign somebody in free agency to a 1 or 2 year deal. I do think Gardeck was a priority on the other side because of his versatility. But I do think that the starter in nickel next to Oluokun is not on the roster yet.
Wow. And what do you think they do with the Oluokun? You think they keep him?
I do think they keep him at least for this coming year because you can't replace everybody, and they got a lot of holes right now. Because I was just thinking about this: is at corner, obviously Newsom's probably not in their plans, but how about Buster Brown gets an offer he can't refuse? Well, now all of a sudden you're Travis Hunter coming off a knee, Jordan Lewis coming off a foot, and Jerry and Jones. Now that becomes a priority.
Yeah.
So along with defensive tackles, so they some guys may survive because it's easier to keep them than create another void.
So do you expect Trevor and or Josh Hines Allen to take money now to back off on the future deals to make others be more have more cap room?
I mean, move some money around.
Yeah. More money now for later.
I think that's what those do. They don't have a lot of contracts right now with void years, which is a common lever to pull for a lot of these teams. So I do think what you're going to see trickle out, probably not for a couple of weeks, but before free agency, player X converted base salary into signing bonus, created 2.2 million of space. And I think that what they're going to be creating space for is depth. They're not going to be creating space for a huge free agent signing. But they could take a big swing on the trade market. We all know what that could look like. So, but I think you are going to see that a little bit just to create some cushion.
I know you were traveling, talking with Ryan O'Halloran. You can definitely check out his stuff after he enjoys a little trip to New York, Jacksonville.com and the Florida Times Union. But Liam Cohen going up and down Radio Row, and Trevor Lawrence for that matter, both of these guys, they said all the right things. And the beautiful thing is that Trevor said that he and Liam forged a great relationship, just real drill down how to get better. What are you thinking here? That type of stuff. It's turned out to be a very nice relationship between those two.
Yeah, I mean, it's players are going to buy in when they see themselves getting better. And Liam Cohen, he coaches hard now. I mean, these are grinding meetings, and he was honest with Lawrence from the very start about being aggressive and also using his legs a little bit. So it makes such a difference, I think, when your head coach is the offensive play caller, because he has to be so in sync, has to be so close to the quarterback. And they had some tough meetings, but they benefited from those. And I'm looking forward to see what kind of layers that Cohen can add to this offense in the offseason, because Lawrence has been in the system.
And Big Sirs may add something to this at the end, because he always said he knew where he stood with Coughlin. So you need to throw that in. But when Cohen challenged Trevor accepted the challenge. And we'll play one soundbite from Trevor a little bit later on, Ryan, but I want to get your take on this. He basically said he's just now learning how to process everything at the line of scrimmage and look at defenses, make decisions, operate functionally. And I think to myself, Herb, Bevel, Shoddy, Peterson, Press, add up all the guys that he had over 4 full seasons in an NFL uniform, and he's just now learning how to do all this thanks to Liam? What the hell?
It seems a little much there, because, I mean, one thing they said about Lawrence when he was struggling is that he was doing everything right before the snap in terms of the operation, getting in and out of the right plays. And, okay, was the processor moving quicker once they put the wristband on? And he would be able to give a couple more pointers before the communication shut off. But I think you saw a player that was more assertive. That means the game is slowing down for him. He's able to really read the coverage and stuff. Well, now all these defenses are going to throw different curveballs at him. So it's about adapting and improving for both of them.
Well, that's the thing. It was his 5th year. He got a little fire under him. He started hearing the bust words out there. That's part of that. Hey, before we let you run, you mentioned something. It was kind of interesting to me. You kind of tailed off, and I kind of think you know something. You were talking about a trade. You said something like, unless there's a trade, then we know how that could go down.
Well, I've been on the Max Crosby train for a month now, and I haven't got any, nobody said that's BS. So I think they're looking at everything, because when Jay Glazer came out this week and what he doubled down on Max Crosby, that got my antenna up. They said 20 teams had reached out. Well, there's going to be a lot of competition for Max Crosby, but okay, if you're the Jaguars, is there a way that you can acquire Crosby without giving up Walker and make Walker more of an inside player on those pass rush situations? I think it would take a lot of cap gymnastics, but all I can go on right now is, okay, what did the Rams do when James Gladstone was there? What did the Rams do that he observed Les Snead doing? They took big frickin' swings in season and off season, and so that's what I'm expecting for the Jaguars this year.
Yeah, we were joking about it earlier. They didn't apologize for anything. They traded away 2 first-round draft picks
twice.
They got Jalen. They said goodbye to Jalen. They got Vaughn. They said goodbye to Vaughn. They got OBJ. They said goodbye to OBJ. As long as they got what they wanted out of it, and then they just moved on. They didn't care.
Yeah, and I wouldn't rule out, like, you want to keep some of those 3rd and 4th rounders because that produced Jacoby Myers. And let's say you get to next season at the deadline, you add a player like a Von Miller's ilk, like the Rams did. That was the final piece for their Super Bowl. So, and I also think the other thing about this Jaguar team is, let's say they do the Armstead thing and make it a post-June 1. Mm-hmm. Well, you can't use that money until after June 1. Okay, is there a veteran or two who's going to be another cap casualty that could help the pass rush, could help the interior pass rush? So I think, remember last year the Jaguars did almost all their work in the first 2 hours of free agency. I think this is going to be more of a gradual build and where you're working the margins.
All right, good stuff, man. We appreciate it. As always, have fun up there. Enjoy the shows and New York.
All right, fellas. Take care now.
All right, man. At Ryan O'Halloran on X, Jacksonville.com, and the Florida Times Union.
XL Primetime.
Driven by Duval Ford. Get the goods on Gainesville 24/7. Search 1010XL Gators on YouTube.
Divorce, menonly.com. This is Kenny Lay of Kenny Lay & Associates. Our firm specializes in representing men in family law. That's all we do. That's our only focus. We can help with all of your family law needs, such as divorce, custody, alimony, and child support. For over a decade, we have helped thousands of men with these types of issues. We even have an appellate division ready to challenge a judge's ruling. If you need a family law attorney, go to divorcemenonly.com. Divorcemenonly.com. Offices, Jacksonville.
Listen up. It's your boy, Big Sirs, your lemon pepper guy. And we're in the red zone for the big game. You know I don't play when it comes to Wingstop. Here's the play call. You got to pre-order your wings by Saturday to beat the rush. Spend $50 or more, and I'm going to help you score a free large ranch. Just add a large ranch to the cart and use code BIGGAME at the checkout on Wingstop app or wingstop.com. Spend $50 on wings pre-order by Saturday and add that free large ranch with promo code BIGGAME.
Hi, it's Tara Lagaman. Jeff and I love Local Fair Jacks for fresh eggs, quality meat, produce. It's all from local farmers. There's no scary recalls, just food you can feel good about feeding your family. Learn more at localfairjacks.com.
Mark Watson with Hardball Creative, here to share with you an actual client review.
Dude, these shirts are sick.
Check out the shirts and other sick promo items at hardballcreative.com.
Hardball Creative. Hardball does it all.
It all begins with Speed Weeks, presented by Advent Health, February 11th, and culminates with a Daytona 500 on February 15th. This week, you can win a pair of tickets to the Daytona 500. What driver won the 2025 Daytona 500? Text the driver's last name to 641-1010. What driver won the 2025 Daytona 500? Text the driver's last name answer to 641-1010 for a chance to win tickets to the Daytona 500, February 15th.
Welcome to Key Buick GMC, proudly family-owned and operated since 1943. Come see why they're North Florida's new and pre-owned truck center, conveniently located on Southside and JTB, just minutes from the St. John's Town Center. At Key Buick GMC, every new vehicle comes with our lifetime powertrain warranty. Key Buick GMC, we are professional grade. Online at keybuickgmc.com. Lifetime powertrain warranty covers engine, transmission, drivetrain only. Exclusions apply. See dealer for details.
Frank Frangie here for Coil Fencing. Since 1927, Jacksonville has trusted Coil Fencing to protect what matters. And I trust them too. From tough chain link to your commercial project to sleek aluminum fencing your HOA will love, Coil does it all. Did you know that Coil can also install, service, and maintain those automatic gates that help protect your neighborhood or business? To schedule a complimentary consultation, visit CoilJacks.com. That's COYLE Jacks.com. Coil Fencing, A+ rated with the Better Business Bureau, proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Spring is almost here. Is your yard ready? Lucas Tree Service, a family-owned business with over 45 years of experience, is your local certified arborist for tree removal, trimming, and stump grinding for residential or commercial properties. Protect your home, boost your curb appeal, and get top-notch service from a Jacksonville company. Make sure your trees are healthy and safe before summer hits. Schedule your tree inspection today at lucastreeservice.com.
Hey, it's Travis from Cannons of Jacks. Thank you for trusting us for 55 years of custom welding fabrication and vehicle towing accessories. When you need a trailer hitch for the family car, a gooseneck for the company truck, or even RV towing options, call us at Cannons. We can do a bumper hitch, fifth wheel hitch, anything for safe, reliable towing. Come to Cannons of Jacks, where service is our #1 priority and we treat our customers as we like to be treated. Check us out online, cannonsofjacks.com.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Focused, fueled, fearless, Farah. Now, the Monahan's golden moment. Monahan Jewelers in Atlantic Beach, your local family jewelers.
All right, my golden moment is Friday, Super Bowl Sunday. I reflect on when I was a player Friday.
Mm-hmm.
We left all the noise, all the craziness, and we drove like 25 miles in the desert for a hotel room so we could get locked into the game. Didn't help us. We still lost. But that's what you do. There's a curfew. Everybody, we drove away because it was fans down there, media down there. We got away from everybody, family. We left them behind and concentrated on the game.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think the Cowboys did that. I think they just stayed because I think we felt that by doing that, we'll be more locked into the game.
Right.
Didn't work.
I kind of like that. I get it.
Well, I mean, to be fair, it worked for a majority of you guys. Just one guy it didn't work for.
Facts, true. I can't totally. Listen,
You win as a team, you lose as a
there
team.
you go. That part, JJ. He lost. He just
It's
happened
hard,
to be my
though.
teammate on
It's
that game.
hard.
Yeah. We had 3 turnovers in the game, by the way. We had 2 interceptions and a
It's
fumble.
hard for you to even say his name, isn't it?
I'm over it. I'm gonna try to be over it.
We're not.
Maybe after when the game's over.
On behalf of you, we are not. Okay. All right.
Hang on. My golden moment is I'm intrigued by what Ryan O'Halloran said.
Yes,
I'm very
yes.
intrigued by that because he's the columnist at the newspaper in town, so he's brought it up many times, and like he said, he hasn't heard anybody from that place push back on it.
Right.
So I don't think you can keep. I don't think they're going to be able to keep Trayvon Walker. I just don't. I don't see how that will happen.
But he did put on top of that Jake Glazer, who's the Fox insider,
Yeah,
who
there's 20
certainly-
teams. Yeah.
talks to a ton of people.
So I don't know how you get if you could do that and keep both of those edges.
Yeah.
You are truly saying this is our window. It's time to go get it right now.
Well, I think what I like about any of these guys, and let's just use Les Snead as an example, it doesn't matter what you have done, what you think you might do down the road. You should always operate with what you just said. This is our window. Okay. As long as you feel like you got the coach and quarterback, then everything else you need to, because Les Snead had traded away a farm of draft picks to get Jared Goff, and they made it to the Super Bowl. They only scored 3 points, but they did make it to the Super Bowl with Jared Goff. Then they dealt him away. They got Matt Stafford. They went to the Super Bowl, and they won that puppy. And so as long as you operate under that, and then the other one that's a great example, and we said it earlier this week, it still blows my mind. John Schneider is the only GM in NFL history to have 2 teams make it to the Super Bowl under his leadership with an entirely different roster. There ain't a single dude that was on that team when they went to the Super Bowl a couple times. They beat Denver, lost to New England, and now this one.
Well, isn't it the Patriots the exact same way?
Well, I'd have to think about that if it was
There's nobody left on those teams from those teams.
You're probably right, but it was a different GM.
Okay.
And all that.
Yeah.
Yeah, because the GM basically fostered that through from the early O's into the mids and then into the teens. That's still, honestly, also should blow your mind as far as what they are going to be able to do. All right, speaking of that, the ukulele, if you don't mind, JJ, because it puts you in a good mood. We're heading into the weekend. Armadillo eggs are going to be in the smoker. We're so fired up and ready to go. And we've got our prop contest. We'll try and get a couple more prop players in before we are done. But this is the 4th Super Bowl between head coaches in their first or second season on the job. Okay? Mike McDonald, second season for him. Vrabel, first season for him on this particular watch. 4th Super Bowl between head coaches in their first or second season on the job. Can you name them? It's not an easy one, but once you catch fire, you might be able to knock these down.
Gruden, and Williams with Tampa.
Yeah.
The other coach's name. Come on, help me hit my Hayes. Who's
Gruden? Who?
Gruden with Tampa Bay when they played the Raiders. Who was the head coach?
Callahan.
Yes, beautiful. I like the teamwork.
That's one?
I was going to give it to Big Sur just because
Is that one?
He's so good to us. But yes, that is one.
How many more do we have?
2 more. So you got
So
John Gruden's Buccaneers, Bill Callahan in the Raiders.
How long did Cal be your coach in '94?
No,
it's too long. Yeah, he's been there for like.
Wait a minute, Dick Vermeil, he was a second-year coach with the Rams when they put, right?
And Jeff Fisher.
Yeah, but Jeff
Fisher
Fisher
wasn't.
yeah.
That's right.
Okay, but I'm just going to stay right. I'm going to tell you right now, Leon, to stay right there. Keep talking to yourself about that.
Oh.
Are you saying Dick Vermeil and
the Belly?
No,
not Belly.
Martz?
There we go.
Yes.
Martz lost to
Belichick.
Belichick.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So, because Dick Vermeil stepped away, Mike Martz got the team. It was Belichick's Patriots versus Mike Martz's Rams. And, of course, the officials let Tylon them.
I was just going to say the cheaters
out of Torrey Holt and Isaac Bruce. All right, now you got 2 of them. Patriots of Belichick, Martz's Rams. That was in Super Bowl 36, excuse me. Then the Bucks and Bill Callahan with his Raiders. Last one.
Who was Cincinnati's coach recently?
Zach Taylor.
And they played
the Rams.
McVay.
Yeah, so he had been there.
Yeah.
Can you give us a
because they had already?
Can you give us a time frame?
Played the Pats.
In the Super Bowl.
Is it old school?
It's no, it's not. No, it's not. And like once I say this,
so it's 21st century.
I got it.
Yeah.
Is it George Seifert? And
nope. But I'm still. But
is it Tomlin? Who did Tomlin?
Okay, now
play?
there we go. Now I was trying to channel it to Big Sirs, but
that was the Cardinals.
The Cardinals game.
Come on.
Who was the coach?
This is excellent work out of you people.
See, I was initially thinking it was Barry Switzer against it, but then he had been there for a while, so it's.
Who's the Cardinals head coach now?
No, John Fox was the coach.
I'll put it to you this way.
Green?
I'll put it to you. No, Mike Tomlin. Mike Tomlin gets there and he starts
his
winning.
offensive coordinator.
Yeah.
Who's the offensive coordinator?
This dude has been long gone for so long.
Oh, I know.
And Mike Tomlin did this back in what?
It's not gay. It must
12, 13, something like that.
Gaze. It's not gaze.
No, actually, even before that, it was 2010.
Yeah.
Who recently left Tampa Bay and gave the job?
I just got to board it out.
Arians?
Arians?
No,
Bruce?
No, this dude is.
I know who. It's on the tip of my tongue right now.
Such a come and go guy. Ken Wisenhunt.
Oh my God.
I would have never got that.
Yeah, exactly. But y'all kicked butt on that one. That was pretty good. XL Primetime.
He was
XL Primetime, driven by Duval Ford. Live streaming from the XL Digital Studios. Brightened by Harbor Dental Care, Jacksonville's first choice for dental emergencies.
PRP treatment is kind of the thing these days, and in many cases, it eliminates the need for surgery. This is Sheridan Tootin, and my experience with PRP from Southeast Orthopedic Specialist has been nothing short of great. I'm really feeling much better now. Ask your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist doctor about PRP treatment.
This is Dr. Kevin Murphy with Southeast Orthopedic Specialists, where athletes are treated like pros.
Relieve pain and get back to life. SOS. Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
Hey, it's Matt Hayes. The big game is Sunday, and there's no better way to cash in during America's biggest sporting event than with Prize Picks, where it always feels good to be right. This week, PrizePicks has a special max discount for the big game. Drake May needs just 1 passing yards for the max discount to win. Just add another player to your lineup, and if your picks hit, you cash in. It's just that simple. And now PrizePicks has early payouts. If your lineup is off to a hot start, you have the option to cash out before the game even finishes. At PrizePicks, how you play is up to you. You can choose flex play or get paid even if one of your picks misses, or power play for the biggest payouts. And all PrizePicks withdrawals are fast, safe, and secure. Download the PrizePicks app today. Use promo code 1010XL and get $50 in lineups instantly when you play $5 in lineups. That's promo code 1010XL to get $50 instantly in lineups when you play $5 in lineups. PrizePicks. It's good to be right.
It's free window February with Renewal by Andersen. Right now, when you buy 4 replacement windows, you get the 5th for free. Plus, 0 down, no payments, and no interest for 1 year. This offer expires February 28th. Renewal by Andersen, proud partner of the Florida Gators. Visit bestwindowsflorida.com to schedule your free consultation.
License number CGC 1527613.
There's joy in every RV journey. Your journey starts at the Jacksonville RV Mega Show, Thursday, February 5th through Sunday the 8th at the Jacksonville Equestrian Center. It's Northeast Florida's largest RV show with hundreds of RVs on display with lifestyle booths. Adults $10, kids under 12 free. Seniors get $1 off Thursday. Military and first responders get $1 off every day. Thursday through Saturday from 10 to 5, Sunday 10 to 4. The Jacksonville RV Mega Show at the Jacksonville Equestrian Center.
I used to dread going to the dentist. Every visit felt like a sales pitch with constant upselling, surprise fees on my bill, and I could never get in when I needed to. But Harbor Dental Care, totally different. They saw me the next day, gave me honest pricing up front, and even set me up with a payment plan I could actually afford. No pressure, no surprise charges, just kind people who get it. If you want to experience dentistry the way it should be, book your appointment today at harbordental.care. That's HARBOUR dental.care.
When women lead, communities thrive. Hi, I'm Liz Grebe from the Jacksonville Business Journal. The JBJ and PNC Bank invite you to join Women of Influence, a powerful celebration honoring the women who are driving change, breaking barriers, and shaping the future of business in Northeast Florida. Come celebrate their impact, connect with leaders from across our region, and leave inspired. Women of Influence, where leadership is recognized and influence is celebrated. For tickets and more information, visit jbjevents.com.
And that concludes the Joe C. Jack of All Trades show. Tune in next week where I'll be installing my own French drain.
Joe, wake up, man.
Hey, John, I must have dozed off.
We finished those projects you started.
Whoa, my seamless gutters are actually seamless.
And they're connected into underground PVC drain lines.
And my sprinklers. Wow, look at that coverage.
Next time, just call me first, Joe.
I will, but I ain't singing that song.
Clearwater irrigation
and drainage too.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Still present, ready. Farah doesn't flinch. This is XL Primetime, brought to you by Florida Home AC. Now that's cool on 1010XL.
All right, on the line. On the line is another XLP lunch wager. And it's a 10-bet prop sheet. And let's just answer a couple of these props right now. And if you, however you answered it, remember how you answered it, because you have to fill out the rest of the prop sheet and send it on in, okay? All right, but let's just throw a few at you, which is kind of fun. And look, we've had a bunch of fun with our listeners who definitely have come up with a handful, and you guys are all in the contest as we get closer to the kickoff of Super Bowl Sunday. All right, let me find, I just sent it to you guys. Here it is right here. All right. All right. Will either team score during the last 2 minutes of the fourth quarter? Big Sirs, how do you feel about that one?
Yes.
Just remember your answer, because we're just doing this on air, but you're going to have to print this out or print out your page.
Is that the question number one?
Yeah.
Because I'm putting it on my notes.
Okay, so you just said yes.
I said yes.
Maddie, will either team score during the last 2 minutes of the fourth quarter?
Yes.
You're going to say yes as well. I'm going to say no.
I'm going to say no.
Yeah.
I think Seattle will beat them by enough to where it's not needed.
Okay, so I'm going to go,
Those
me
are
and
the odds,
JJ are on that side. All right. How many challenges will there be by both teams? The over-under is 1.5. Leon, you say?
This doesn't count if it's like a under 2-minute challenge by the NFL.
Right, it's got to be a coach. Okay. How many challenges will there be by both teams? 1.5 is the over-under.
I'm going under.
You're going to go under? All right, Matt?
I'm going to go over.
Matt goes over. I think I'm going to go with Matt. I'm going to go over.
I like the under.
Okay. All right, so I'm just going to plug a couple more
I feel like the NFL steps in enough. They're on their own when they need to.
All right, so I'm just going to put both of you guys down. All right, so this one's kind of fun. Which touchdown celebration will happen first? Now, we have the spike, the gritty,
a classic,
the home run hit, the bow and arrow, the night-night, the Ronaldo, or the backflip.
Whoa.
What if none of them? What if it's none of them?
The push.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, then it's push. Okay.
I'm going to go with the gritty.
Okay, the gritty for Big Sirs. Okay. All right.
I'm going to go with the spike.
I'm going to go with the bow and arrow. You got the
nice.
spike.
Spike is a classic.
Yeah, exactly.
Can I get the choices again? Do you mind?
Yeah, we've got let me put JJ in there. Spike, gritty, home run hit, bow and arrow, night-night, Ronaldo, backflip.
What's the where they got the hand over the face mask? What's that one called?
The Cam
That's
Ward.
the Cam Ward.
Yeah, and
is that what they
it's
call
not
it?
listed.
I mean, that's what it is.
It's
That
not-
should be listed. That's like the new thing.
Yeah, because it is not listed.
Can I choose that?
Yeah, write-in vote.
Okay, right.
I don't mind that.
Yeah.
All right, the Cam Ward. That's what I'm going.
I'm about to change my change mine to the Cam Ward.
Oh, that's so funny. All right.
Are you changing yours to the Cam Ward?
Yeah.
All right, Leon's changing his.
Are
to
you
Cam
doing
Ward,
that?
too.
Yeah.
Love it.
Matt and
What are you
Leon.
taking, Joe?
I went with
you went the bow and arrow.
Yeah, and I'm probably
Which I've seen a lot of that too.
I'm probably dead A wrong, but let me get Leon off of the gritty.
Yeah, give me the Cam Ward.
All right.
Bow and arrow's kind of tired, actually, isn't it?
It's coming back.
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah.
All right, let's see here. All right, first turnover of the game.
Like usually you'll see a quarterback do it, but
First turnover of the game, fumble, INT, turnover on downs or missed field goal.
INT for me.
INT, is it going to be just as a sidebar, courtesy of Sam Darnold?
Either one. I think they're both going to throw one.
They will. They probably will.
I'm going to go with fumble.
Okay.
I'm going fumble too.
All right, so we got Leon, and I'm just going to, you know what I'm going to go with?
Fumbles are rare.
I'm going to go with the metrics that the stubborn metrics tell you to go for it on fourth down, and they're going to turn it over on downs. So I'm just going to see if that one works.
That sounds like it'll be a winner.
Yeah, well, we'll see. We'll see. All right. So that's going to be it for now. We'll come up with a few more a little bit later on, but at least that gets us going as far as the lunch prop bets, and then I'll open up the Pops prop shop a little bit later on for the children, teaching them all how to gamble.
Yeah, this is off-air stuff.
Yeah, exactly. All right, let's say hello to Helmets in here.
Now, the 2-minute drill is driven by nobody but Nimnicht. Nimnicht Chevrolet on Cassett Avenue and Nimnicht Buick GMC on Phillips Highway.
Taylor Dahl
We're a
joins
little
us now.
tangled over here.
Yeah. And we're down a mic, so we're just trying to make sure everything's good.
Sharing is caring.
Back in the studio after both shows were on the road yesterday. So,
yes.
All right, so we're doing prop bets. You're doing the square game. We got all sorts of things cooking in the gambling world.
Yes, all the degenerates we have in this building that just gamble and bet. But we have a few people in the building doing squares for the first time that have never done it, and they all came up to me and they're like, "Is there a strategy?" I was like, "Not really.
Nope.
Just it's random."
This
so
is
you
your
just hope
classic
for-
throw a dart at a square. And I pick my favorites, 9 over, 6 down. I just come up with whatever I can. But
strategy is to pick your birthday or your anniversary or whatever.
Something like
your favorite numbers.
Yeah, exactly. All right. So beyond that, what is coming up today?
Yeah, so we have a couple guests coming on today. Tom Carroll for WEEI. He'll come on to talk the Patriots side of the game this weekend, and then former linebacker Dave Wyman's joining us, so he's going to talk Seattle's side of the ball. So we'll have a lot of Super Bowl talk. We'll have our picks. We'll have fun props. So a lot of just kind of wishing we were in the Super Bowl, but some funness with it too.
It do suck. It do suck. And this is probably the closest. I don't know whether everybody felt the exact same way in 22 or the exact, because this team didn't win a game in the postseason. That team did. But anyway, we'll see. All right, have fun.
All right, thanks,
we'll be
guys.
listening. All right, Helmets and Heels coming up next, and we are done. Big Sirs.
Joe.
Yeah.
The Cam Ward celebration is called Zombie Land.
Zombie Land.
It implies the opponents are stinky. Zombies Hard to Kill, inspired by the movie Zombieland.
That is classic. I'm
All right,
writing
I'm
it
going
down.
with Zombieland.
All right, we are in. My bow and arrow sucks so bad right now compared to Zombieland. All right, we're done. Thanks to Florida Home AC. We appreciate them as always. Don't forget, if it's cold, make sure you get in touch with them, 777-4300. They'll fix that heating unit just like that. Big Search, Maddie, Josie, and JJ. Everybody, enjoy the Super Bowl. Have fun. Drink in moderation. Don't.
2025 AP Coach of the Year is Mike Verable.
XL Primetime.